Welcome to Thomas, Oklahoma. It's a little bit rainy out, so we're starting the video here in the post office. Looks like they have a nice downtown. I kind of drove through it on the way in, and I don't know anything about Thomas, so let's take a little stroll down the main street and learn about the history, see what Thomas it was named after. Then we'll go around the rest of town and show you what all the small town of Thomas has to offer. As we step out of the post office, we're going to walk down and then turn right, as the kind of the main part of the main street is just down there to the right. So a little walk, and then we'll see some really cool buildings. So Thomas is located in Custer County, which is in the kind of the west central part of Oklahoma. It's in the northeast corner of Custer County. So the county has a total population of 28,000. Thomas is the third largest town behind Weatherford and Clinton. Looks like they need a little work on the Main Street sign there. Thomas is situated at the intersection of State Highways 33 and 47. So originally, Thomas was a trading point where a William Thomas had a general store and served as the first postmaster in 1894, and thus the name Thomas. It was platted by the Oklahoma Railway Townsite Company in 1902. Townsite was part of Joseph Morris's homestead, which he had claimed during the Cheyenne-Arapaho opening in 1892. I love that Thomas Drug Company store with the old Coca-Cola paint on the side of the wall. Gotta love that. In 1902, the Blackball, Enid, and Southwestern Railroad, which later became the Frisco, constructed a line through Thomas. 4 years later, in 1906, the Kansas City, Mexico, and Orient Railway, later the Santa Fe, also connected the town with outside markets. So they had two railroads, one on the east side and one on the west side. Outbound shipments included grain and livestock. Inbound shipments brought oil, gas, and building materials to the community. Early settlers included the Amish, the Dunkards, and the River Brethren. Early on, the Reverend A.L. Eisenhower of the United Brethren in Christ established the Jabbok Orphanage, which was maintained until 1924. The Thomas Tribune, which later on became a weekly newspaper, was established in 1902, same time as the railroad came through. They have some interesting little gathering places here in the downtown area, so kind of nice that there just isn't a bunch of abandoned buildings totally. So some nice places there to probably hang out when it's not so rainy. So as a support and trade center for surrounding agricultural area, Thomas had 2 banks, 2 cotton gins, 4 grain elevators, and a flour mill in 1909. 9 years later, the town had an ice factory, a theater, an opera house, 2 auto repair shops. Early years, the canning factory processed locally grown sweet potatoes. By 1940, town amenities included a 4-acre city park, tennis courts, a hospital, and a public library. 2 grain elevators and a cotton gin continued operation. So it's more of a bedroom community now, with 90% of the workers commuting to other towns. And by 2015, the oil refinery here was only one of only 5 refineries that was still operating in Oklahoma. So population-wise, it's been pretty steady. It's been hardly changed since 1950, went up a little bit, but 1143 is the smallest it's ever been, but still a steady, constant population throughout the life of the town. not always the best way to show the town when it's raining, and I had to find some shelter here at the end of the video as it started to open up and really rain some. And but just like this little shelter they have on the main street downtown, you know, other parts of town they have some really interesting things. I like the school. You know, it was kind of nice classical design. They got the rock and the old water tower like model there. And so it just looks like a really nice community. There's some really interesting buildings downtown. That old bank building is very beautiful. It was fun to learn about the history of the town as well. And so yeah, a very nice kind of out of the way town down here in kind of the, you know, western central part of Oklahoma. Hello? Hey! Hey, you've been playing in the mud. A nice classic old death go round in Thomas here. Has been raining, so we can get some water off of it. It's very heavy. Water made it a little more heavy, but it's heavy anyways, but I like it. I'm gonna give it a 7.4. We also got this over here. I don't think that will hold me. Oh, it's short. Pretty cool.